Pioneer is a champion of strategic vision, results, and problem solving. All right. They approach life with an anything is possible attitude. Visioning and shaping a scalable future is always the highest priority. Their strategic military thinking makes them incredibly efficient at aligning people, systems, and resources. Winning is a massive driver. They hate giving up and can drive their team toward burnout, right? So I hate losing. They are powerful communicators using logic, rationality to provide an attractive and compelling vision for the future, right? And then challenges for a pioneer. The immature pioneer can often appear very arrogant with a me-focused agenda, right? They quickly dismiss the contributions of those they don't believe to be competent or experienced. So think about, I told you that my staff asked me to step down from this management position after we moved to Kansas, right? And I was militarily, strategically moving a plant. We went from 400,000 square feet down to 150,000 square feet. We had to plan how to compact our business into a smaller space, right? And I took charge of that. And instead of asking people to, hey, you take apart, let's work together, I just plowed forward, right? And because of that, it looked like I was being me focused. The truth is I was looking at everybody else and trying to figure out how can I make sure that we as a team don't fail? How can we be 100% successful on this, right? And failure was not an option. You've heard that before, probably someplace. I'm 100% pioneer. I'm the loudest voice, right? I lack sensitivity and can be unwilling to listen and perceived as arrogant, right? But here's the truth. I don't want to be that way, right? Constantly thinking about the future. It's very hard to be present, right? Pioneers make up 7% of the population. And then how do you empower them? Don't worry, they empower themselves. All right. So it's kind of a joke, but it is kind of funny. Is like, I don't need anybody. Right. And so what ends up happening with a pioneer is they're standing on the mountaintop with the flag all by themselves. Right. And that's not really what they want, but that's sometimes what happens when we don't act in a healthy manner with our voice. Remember, it's going back to becoming 100% healthy so you can multiply in others, so you can have vision for the next generation, right? The next people, those people behind you. As you get into leadership and you get into team lead roles or management roles, right? If your vision is about only you moving to the next phase of your career, then really you forget about the people behind you. Really, it's the people that are behind you are making you successful. How are you wired? Okay, so I'll just give you mine. I am pioneer, creative, connector, guardian, and nurturer. All right. So that being said, I'm made up of all 5 voices. I will tell you today, I'm not a nurturer, right? But I put myself into situations that help me become more nurturing. They naturally force me to become nurturing. Okay. And why is that? Is because I recognize that that's where I fail a lot in business and in life. Okay. Just in business and life. How do I become a better person? How do I multiply in others? How do I become focused on the next generation as I look at places? Where can I serve? Where can I work? Where can I be that I'm more nurturing? Okay. So if your first voice pioneer, your natural voice is pioneer, but your unnatural voice is nurturer. So if you can operate more as a pioneer with nurturer tendencies, right, you're going to speak to more people in the population. Okay. Because they make up 43% of the population. Know that about yourself, you know. People value you. And when they give you power, right, when they empower you to use your voice, right, they value you and how you're wired.